Tell me a little bit about the sanctuary here.
So the sanctuary, we save typically farmed animals from the food, entertainment, and science industries and give them a place to live out the rest of their days along with family, friends, feeling loved and seen as an individual, which is like the 0.0000001% of these types of animals that are actually allowed to live out their full lifespan. And typically those lifespans are cut short because of the ways that they've been bred into existence and bred to be exploited in the food industries. Like hens typically don't live as long as they normally do under natural circumstances because they've been bred to produce like up to 350 eggs when they're supposed to produce up to 12 eggs a year. And so they typically die from like reproductive cancers or things like that. So we try to give them a space where they can feel seen and loved and be free. And we always, watch the animals for like making sure that their boundaries are respected, because this isn't just a petting zoo. Like we want to give these animals the best life possible that they can ever have, and that all animals should really deserve the chance to have. And we give them the best possible medical care possible, and Chris is a phenomenal advocate for them and is always willing to say yes to any sort of medical need that any of them have and give any of them a fighting chance of life. Like for example, Wendy, one of our turkeys that we recently got, she was going through some really bizarre medical issues, and we were doing every single Hail Mary that we could think of. We took her to multiple vets, and then one of the last vets that we took her to, we went to take her to a specialist in Dallas, and we're around Austin area, and just try to figure out what was wrong with her. And it was like a very big Hail Mary, and unfortunately she passed away while she was there. But the point is that we gave her a shot at figuring out what was potentially going on with her and see if we could save her life. But yeah, like I said, Chris is just amazing. Chris and Angela for starting the sanctuary. They started just as a couple who loved animals, and they had 3 dogs, and somebody on their street was like, hey, you guys have 3 dogs, you love animals, do you want to save this mom and daughter goat from the dairy industries? And because if you don't, then they're gonna be slaughtered this week. And they're like, you know what, we have half an acre of land, let's do it. And then after that, somebody's like, you guys have 3 dogs and 2 goats, you love animals, do you want to save this big pig? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. And then the sanctuary just kind of grew from there. And so the true gratitude is to Chris and Angela for starting all of this.
Very nice. Congratulations to them.
Yeah.